Monster Hunter Wilds is out. We waited forever, for years. It felt like decades before we got this game, and we got it day one. We had to get it. Heck, I got it the moment it could be pre-ordered. Monster Hunter Worlds and Iceborne was my favorite game of last generation, and it is truly amazing. Iceborne is probably one of the best expansion packs I've ever played in games, period. You got to put it up there with like Diablo 2 Lords of Destruction. Heck, it might even be that. It adds so much to it. Now, for Wilds, what you get here is a foundation of the game. It doesn't have the big X pack. It doesn't have the master ranks and stuff. All of that stuff's going to come in, and so your character first starts off. He's pretty junky. You get the controls have gotten, let's just say, slightly better, slightly more intuitive than they were before. There's been a lot of quality of life stuff there. It's still one of those things. It's like, well, if you want to use a potion, you better put your sword up, better put your stuff up before you use a potion. Want to grapple onto, you want to call your bird and then grapple up some leaves at the same time. Well, your bird he saw the bird, saw you grapple them leaves up. He don't want to come get you now. It's like, well, I guess we got to get on the bird before he grapple the leaves, Brian, or he's just going to sit around and look around like I didn't really call him. I did call you, bird. What the hell? The bird's one of the main things. The worlds themselves, the levels are much larger overall. Although riding that bird around gets you around pretty quick, so it kind of feels actually a little smaller, if that makes any sense. But you can get a lot of territory. Like you'll hunt down the monster, and then the monster's running away. Normally you would try to sprint forward or grapple onto him to try to catch up to him. But the bird, it's like you can get onto him real fast, and so the monster really can't get away if you don't want him to. And you can attack from the bird. It's meant to be slow because you can move pretty good on that bird. I played light bow gun, and then we could use it to shoot the birds and do some of your specials and stuff from the bird. But the chicken, he's got two modes. One of it's kind of like drives like a race car where he just kind of goes and does what he wants, and then there's one where it's manual. You kind of have to sit there and really figure that out because you'll go insane otherwise. It's like, bird, stop! I'm trying to get behind this thing. He's like, bird's like, no, man, we gotta go get stuff. I'm like, all right, but you'll get used to it. There's been some additional attacks. I play bowgun, and then I play hammer. I think the hammer seems a little weaker than it does in Iceborne. It's much more user friendly, and there's a lot less gimmicks, at least right now. Maybe if people find the gimmicks later on, it will just blast them things. Had a bunch of fun. Of course, I play these things with my friends, but I've got to get out here and get it in front of this. For new players, the story mode is it's bad. Not only is the dialogue bad, the cutscenes where the monsters are great, but there'll be people there. It's like, get these people out of here. The hunter talks now. It's like, well, why is this hunter got? I don't care what my character says. I only care about the monsters. The monsters is the cool thing of this thing. I'm gonna throw that, not a girl, boy. Throw them to the monsters, man. Let them be eaten. But you can thankfully skip the cutscenes. But if you're gonna play this online, this is one of the most annoying things about the damn Monster Hunter. I've only played World in this one, but you'll try to play the story with your friends, but you clearly can't just join up till you've seen cutscenes and this. Like, you gotta have permission or whatever to hunt the monster before you can bring him in, and it's like it's annoying. It's annoying as hell. And what you end up having to do is that you both start your story at the same time. One person will get to the cutscene, can actually fight. Then the other person will catch up, and then they'll have to drop out of his game and then join your game, which is dumb. That's the typical Monster Hunter shenanigans. You just want to get that story out of the way. Thankfully, it's short, this one. Worlds was, I would say it is, like, if you've not played it before, I would say at least 20, probably about more like 30 hours. I got through Wilds in about 14 and a half. And so it's good to get that story out of the way so that me and my buddy Eddie can just go through and blast up the monsters, collect all the treasures, and then and get one shot. All that good stuff. There's a lot of talk about this game being easy. I'm going to say it's not easy. It's just the people who are saying it's easy, they're used to Monster Hunter, because Monster Hunter has a big learning curve. Your character is janky and awkward until you get it figured out, and then how to play, what the monster's attacks are. Like, oh, you're about to fight a ruffian. Well, you should have antidotes. a new player wouldn't know that. Your Rathian would easily kill you through poison. But once you know all of that stuff, you know how to cook and eat and everything like that. The story part is easy, and then you're only on what's called, is it just normal rank? You don't get the high rank until you beat the game, and so there's not like a super challenge. There's some tough stuff toward the end, but the high rank unlocks at the end. Is when it was in world, it was like half, maybe 2/3 the way through it and unlocked. But you just want to get the high rank, man. You want to get the high rank, get the story done, start playing with your friends. I've played around 60 hours so far. A lot of people just want to play this as their only game, period. And they've kind of deleted the content that Capcom has put out. There's a lot of monsters there. There's a lot of content there. They just delete it. It's not like a big freaking 1,000-hour experience yet. It probably will be once the inevitable expansion pack comes out. And so, from that perspective, if you're looking at Monster Hunter Wilds, it sold 8 million copies in a week. People were surprised. I wasn't surprised at all that it did that. But if you're looking at it from like kind of interested in it, but I don't really want to, then don't. Just wait till about a month or two before the new expansion comes out. Then come through and pick up Monster Hunter Wilds for like, 50% off or whatever, and play through it then. Then you could stream from one into the expansion. I did that with my friend Eddie, and it was a blast. And we played for hundreds of hours. It's super fun. It's going to have more monsters added into it. It's going to add some more difficulty to it. And right now there's some stuff out there, like some of the decorations, the jewels, the things, the chase items at the end they're so annoying to get that it's almost like if you're trying to bake a Pierce beer and you don't have the Pierce deco because the things apparently don't exist. Good luck. But other than that, it's pretty dang fun, but it's not got the hundreds of hours yet. Now, I have 2 major complaints. The story stuff you just eventually get through and not to worry about it again. But now I don't experience it personally because I have a high rig. I bought the damn rig for this dang game, honestly. But people are having lots of optimization performance problems. I'm hearing that like a RTX 3060 can't get a solid 60 frames. It's some bull crap. A lot of this has to do with the game being built on the Resident Evil engine, which is made for mansions and smaller tight-in areas. It has trouble streaming. Like, you'll go back, if you're not really have an A-style system, you'll go back to town, and like the town will stream in slow as hell. The frame rate would drop the junk. And there's a couple places where it drops, just goes to crap no matter what. And I've got a 9800 3D, and then a 4090, and then I'll have lag up and stuff. And even then, I still felt with that system, I still felt to play it on to get my 4K 120 whatever, I had to turn on frame gen. It's like you gotta turn on DLSS, you gotta turn on frame gen, you got all this damn extra work it needs to do, and they haven't helped you out on that very much because DLSS 4 is just out, but it's not in there. And from a vanilla standpoint, where you put the game on, it just looks like crap in my opinion. It's like washed out, it's bright, and you have to go and look at other people's settings there. And I ended up using Reshade, which I couldn't do a video of because it affects the OBS recording or something like there. But I ended up using some guy's Reshade filter. I had to go into the initiation, the config file to change out the volumetric poop shading that it had, and stuff was looking like damn Dinosaur Hunter. And then we had to go download some thingy for DLSS 4 to put it in there, and then use the NVIDIA app, or I think people were using NVIDIA Inspector, which is a lot better apparently, to get that in there. And I had to do all of this extra work for this to actually look next gen. And the video right now is I pulled it from a stream, honestly, but it don't look next gen at all until you do a whole bunch of extra work. And of course, if you're on console, you can't do that work. And there was a guy, I was talking to a guy on Twitter who he's on GeForce Now. You're stuck with the default settings. It looks like butt. It's like, I don't know what it is with Capcom and their shit filters, but they'll glaze it up with some Vaseline or whatever the hell. But went through, spent about an hour figuring out all of that stuff, fixed it myself, and I haven't had much problems with it. Other than that, I think I had like maybe one crash out the whole time. It's been fairly smooth. But we are it's a complete game, but it's the foundation for like a super duper game that's really in. Some people think that's there now. It's not there now. It'll eventually go. They'll add the monsters in there. There's some big missing monsters here. I'm not played through all of the Monster Hunters, but I'm like, where's the Devil Ho? And then where's the Bagel Goose? And where's the Diablos? And I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a lot of missing big boys from World that I hope end up in there. Of course, you know, no Fatty yet. We'll get that Fatty in and beat him though, okay? Overall, this is an easy recommend if you're interested and curious. If you're a big Monster Hunter fan, you've already bought it anyway. But one paw up from Brian for the gameplay. The gameplay is it's crack, man. It's crack. And Big Kitty gives another paw up. We love the chicken for the most part. It doesn't do all the times what I want it to do. And we have some problems. I think they nerfed my some of my weaponry out, or it might just be a point where the big expansion stuff with the super duper loadouts and stuff, where I can make crazy stuff with my gun. It's not there yet. We end up just using the normal shooter for the most of the thing. But so Monster Hunter Wilds, had to wait forever for this thing. Played through it. We're great, and now we're just kind of chilling out for more content. But if you're interested and curious, definitely play it.